Hello students, today I am here to teach you chapter 11 in your textbook, that's about the calculator. Early days people used stones to count. Then later they used fingers to count. Latter part, Chinese introduced the abacus and now we are using the calculator. Earlier the ordinary calculator, now we are using scientific calculator. So who invented the mechanical calculator? That's Blaise Pascal in 1623 to 1662. Later the Englishman Charles Babbage introduced a more advanced calculator. Do you know now we have graphical calculator as well, and we are using computers. Now in modern calculators called the graphical one, but in this lesson I'll teach you how to use the ordinary calculator as well as the scientific calculator. This is the scientific calculator. So what are the buttons in that calculator? So the main button is on. So when you want to use the calculator, you have to switch on the calculator. And after you finish all calculations, you have to press off button. That's power off. And here there's a button called AC. AC means we can reset. So we can erase all functions that we did before using this button, AC. And then you get basic arithmetic keys, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and numbers are there, decimal point, a dot there, and here square root button, square button, and here percentage sign is there. And after you do all these, you have to press equal button to get the answer. So I have another calculator, but the keys are different. So that's also a scientific calculator. So you get all these buttons, and this is different version of the same Casio calculators. And have you seen this one? This is just an ordinary calculator. Only few functions are there. So in most shops, people used to just add, subtract numbers. They use the ordinary calculator. So we'll see how we can use the scientific calculator. Now earlier I told you people used abacus just to add, subtract, multiply and divide numbers. So scientific calculators, you can perform several functions: squared button, cube root or any nth root button, and 10 to the power x power button. So lot of mathematical operations you can do other than just adding, subtracting and multiplying, dividing numbers. So remember the keys: on, so on button in every calculator, and off. So some calculators automatically switched off. You don't need to press off button, but some calculators you have to press the off button. And numerical keys are there, decimal point, a dot there. So here in my calculator, last row. An equal button and AC to erase everything what you did before, and there's a button called shift. So shift, there's a color for that. So when you press shift and any button here, what it does, the yellow color functions, they activate, not the normal button. So there's a small letters in yellow color, and also in my calculator there's an alpha that's in red color. So all red colored functions, if you want, you have to press alpha button and then press the normal function. So different calculators use different functions. Use calculator to obtain the answer. So just addition. So we'll see how to use the scientific calculator. So how to use it? 28 plus 47. Now when you're writing down the keys, you have to write only one key in one box. So 28 means 2 and 8. So you have to press 2, 8 there. So how we perform the calculations? You can first put 2 here, 8. You have to press on first. Switch on the calculator. And then 2, 8. Then addition is there. So you can add it. 4 and 7. And then equal button. So after all these operations, you have to press the equal button to get the answer. So we'll see how we get the answer. So switch on the calculator. 2, 8 plus 4, 7 equals. So I am getting 75. So you write 75 is the answer. Now subtraction. So I'll write down the answer here, 75. Now we'll look at subtraction. So on button, 308. Then subtraction, 179. And then press equal button. So what's the value you are getting? On 308 minus 179. 129. So the answer is 129. Now multiplication one, a decimal point is also there. So answer is given 4.4. We'll see whether we are getting. So how we perform? 2 point. Point, you put the dot here. There's a dot here. 7, 5 multiplied by 1.6. So 1.6 and then equal sign. So what's the answer? 2.75 into 1.6. You get 4.4. So the answer is 4.4. Now we'll look at the division one. On button first, 8.47 divide by 0.7 equals. What's the answer we are getting? 8.47 divide by 0.7. Answer is 12.1. So after getting the answer, press AC to reset the calculator or switch off the calculator. In some calculators, off key is not there and automatically switched off. So here, when you press, there's an off button. So you have to switch off the calculator. Look at this one, addition and subtraction. So just do normal way, 47. Then plus 58 minus 7 and then equal sign. You'll see what's there. 47 plus 58 minus 7. Answer is 98. So you put 98 there. So here 98. Now multiplication and subtraction combination. 20, that's 20, multiplied by 15 minus 3, 5, and then equal sign. So 20 times 15 minus 35, 265. Indicate the order in which the keys of the calculator need to be pressed to get the correct answer. So here, this one 38 plus 103, that's addition. You can just do the normal way. So here on 38 plus 103, then equals. So what's the answer? 38 plus 103. 141. So the answer is 141. Now this one on, then 2.73 plus 1.47 equals 2.73 plus 1.47. What's the answer? You get 4.2. Now division and multiplication. So same way. So switch on the calculator. 12, 12.5 divide by 5 multiplied by 2.3. 2.3, then equal sign. 12.5 divide by 5 multiplied by 2.3. Answer is 5.75. You can write 5.75. This one division. So how you do? Switch on the calculator. 6.909 divide by 2.1. 2.1, then equal sign. So 6.909 divide by 2.1. 3.29. Now this is multiplication and addition. Same method. Just switch on the calculator. 1.2 multiplied by 3.2, add 12.73, then equal sign. So 1.2 multiplied by 3.2 plus 12.73. 16.57. 16.57 is the answer. This one, switch on the calculator. 0.5 multiplied by 1.75, add 2.5, and then equal sign. 0.5 multiplied by 1.75 plus 2.5. 3.375. Some more examples. Switch on. 2.8 multiplied by 2.6 plus 3.2. I'll do this one also. Switch on. 1.5 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 7. This one, switch on the calculator. 305 divide by 5 plus 1.1 equal sign. Now we'll do the calculations. 2.8 multiplied by 2.6 plus 3.2. The answer is 10.48. 10.48. This one, 1.5 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 7. 15.75. 15.75. This one, 305 divide by 5 add 1.1. 62.1. Now we'll look at difference between the ordinary calculator and the scientific calculator. Now I have an ordinary calculator here. I'll use that one to do this calculation. So this is 125 plus 25 divided by 50. So I'll check the answer. 125 plus 25 divided by 50. So I get 3. When I do this operation, I get 3. This answer is wrong, not the correct answer. According to BODMAS, so what is this BODMAS means? Order of operation. Brackets first, then order of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So in this one, when you use the ordinary calculator, what happens? 125 add 25 and then that answer divide by 50. But we want only 25 divided by 50 and then add it to 125. So when you want to do using an ordinary one, you have to do separately. So you have to do 25 divided by 50 first according to BODMAS and then add 125. But when you use the scientific calculator, you don't need to look at the order. Just when you perform this way, 125 plus 25 divided by 50, I get the correct answer because this calculator programmed to follow BODMAS rule. So I'll check that using the scientific one. 125 plus 25 divided by 50, I get 125.5. 125.5. So that's the correct answer. So if you are using the ordinary one, you have to do the division first. So 25 divided by 50 first, get the answer and then add it to 125. Then I'm getting 125.5. We'll look at this one. Now if you are using the scientific calculator, just you can do normal way. On 420 minus 75 divide by 25, then equal sign. This is also according to Bodmer's 18 times 3 you have to do first, but in scientific calculator you can start from the beginning. 73 plus 18 multiplied by 3. So we'll see the answer. 420 minus 75 divided by 25. 417 is the answer. So this answer is 417. This one, 73 plus 18 times 3, 127. Now, this one, according to Bodmer's, if you are doing with the ordinary calculator, you have to do multiplication, division. This one is odd is not important. When you start from left side, we can perform the division first and then the multiplication. This one, you have to do the multiplication first and then addition. So on button, 0.009 divide by 0.3 multiplied by 0.1. This one on 12.3 multiplied by 1.1 plus 7.5. 0.009 divide by 0.3 into 0.1. You get 3 into, what's this value? 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. So you are getting the value in scientific notation. So what's that? 0.003. 3 places to the left. So 0.003. This one, 12.3 multiplied by 1.1 plus 7.5, 21.03. Now we'll see how we can use the ordinary calculator for percentage key. Now 20% of 240. Of means multiplication in mathematics. So we can do 20 multiplied by 240 and then press the percentage sign. In the ordinary calculator you get the answer. So use percentage key after the calculation to get the final answer. So we'll use the calculator. 20 times 240 and press the percentage sign. So you get 48. This one 12% off. So on button 12 multiplied by 350 and then here I made a mistake. 12 multiplied by 350 and then percentage sign. So what you get? 12 multiplied by 350 and the percentage sign, you get 42. So the answer is 42. So you don't need to press equal sign in ordinary calculator. When you press percentage sign, you get the answer. 15% off 480. So switch on 15 multiplied by 480 and then the percentage sign. 15 times 480 and then percentage sign 72. Convert 4/5 as a percentage. So what you do? This is a fraction and multiply by 100 and percentage sign. So that what we need to do. So 4/5 multiplied by 100. So you can do 4/5 means division. Divide by 5 and then straight away you can press the percentage sign. So this is 100 and divide by 100. So you get the percentage value. So press the percentage sign, you get the answer. 4 divided by 5 and press the percentage, you get 80%. So 4/5 means 80%. Convert 3/4 as a percentage. So use the ordinary calculator. 3/4 means 3 divided by 4 and then percentage sign. 3 divided by 4 and percentage sign, you get 75%. So actually this is 75%. You can write down the answer like this. Look at this question. Rani has 4,800 rupees. She spent 11% of that. Find the amount that she spent. So what's the calculation? 11% of 4,800. So that means switch on the calculator. 11 multiplied by 4,800 and then press the percentage sign. 11 multiplied by 4,800 and percentage sign. 528. 528 rupees Rani spent. There are 48 yellow eggs out of 240 in a basket. Find the yellow eggs as a percentage. If you are doing the calculation, this is 48 out of 240. As a percentage, you multiply by 100 and divide by 100. So this is the calculation. So you can switch on the calculator. 48 divide by 240 and then the percentage sign. 48 divide by 240 and percentage sign, you get 20 yellow eggs are there. So as a percentage, I can write 20%. There are 13% of books are English books out of 3,200. Find the number of English books. So what's the calculation? 13% of. So 13% means 13 over 100 into 3,200. So here 13 over 100, 3,200. Percentage here is 100 is the denominator. So how you do that? On 13 into 3,200 and then you can press the percentage sign. 13 into 3,200 and percentage sign 416. So number of English books are 416. Next question. Length and width of a rectangular field are 40 meters and 24 meters respectively. 90% of the field contains grass. Find the area of the field which contains grass. So first, how you find out the area of a rectangle? Multiply 40 and 24. So 40 and 24. That's the area. 90% of that. 90% of that contains grass. So you have to perform that calculation. So on button, 40 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 90 and then the percentage sign. 40 into 24 into 90%. 864. So area is 864 square meters because this is given in meters. Now we'll look at how to use the scientific calculator. So scientific calculator, you don't need to press the percentage sign. Here what we have to do, we have to use the shift key and the percentage sign. So normally in most scientific calculators you get the percentage sign above the equal sign like this. So that means shift with equal, you get the percentage sign. So we'll see how we can use the scientific calculator. Express 3/4 as a percentage. So 3/4 as a percentage. What's the calculation? 3/4 and then the percentage sign. So you have to press shift and equal sign. So on and 3 divide by 4 and then you have to press the shift and equal sign. Shift with equal, you get the percentage value. So what's the value? 3 divided by 4 and shift with equal sign. You get 75%. So 75 you get, you can write down the answer as a percentage, 75%. Express 4/5 as a percentage on 4 divide by 5 and then shift with equal sign, you get the answer. So 4 divide by 5, shift with equal sign, 80. So the percentage value is 80. Look at this one. Find 22% of 2,400 rupees. So here you have to use the scientific calculator. So on 22 multiplied by 2,400 and then shift with the equal sign. So here you get a percentage sign above the equal sign. So we'll see what's the answer. 22 into 2,400, shift with equal. 528. So the answer is 528. This one, there are 40 students in a class and 60% of them are girls. Find the number of girls. So you have to multiply 40 and 60. So on 40 into 60 and then shift with the percentage sign. (40 into 60) and the answer is 24. This one, 4% of eggs are spoiled. Out of 3,200 eggs, find the number of spoiled eggs. So 4%. On button, 4 into 3,200 and shift with the percentage sign. Four into 3,200 and percentage sign, you get 128. So number of spoiled eggs are 128. Now we'll look at how to use this square button. So here x squared means square button. 4 times 4, 60. So we are multiplying by itself. 2 times 2, 4. So 7 squared means 7 times 7. So here there's a button, separate button, x squared button is there. That's the key we need to use. So on and then 7 and use the square button. So straight away switch on the calculator, 7 and square button, and you have to press equal. Answer is 49. 23 squared on 23 squared button and then equal sign. 23 squared and equal button, 529. The answer is 529. This one on 3.5 square button and equal sign. 3.5 square button equal, you get 12.25. So answer is 12.25. This one, 2 squared into 9 squared. So on 2 squared, so x squared button, and then multiplied by 9 square button and equal sign. 2 squared into 9 squared equal 324. Answer is 324. Side of a square is 11 centimeter. Find the area. How you find area? 11 times 11. So 11 squared. On 11 squared and then equal sign. So 11 squared is 121. So the answer is 121. Now what is this button? This means square root. So the reverse of square button. So how you do that? So there's a separate square root button. So something like this. So you can press that one to get the square root of a number. So how you do this one? On 3, 6. Here some calculators you have to press the square root button first and then enter the numbers. So we'll do that square root button first. So when you switch on the calculators, first square root button and then enter 3, 6 and equals. So square root button 3, 6 equals, you get 6. So square root of 36 is 6. 576. So on square root button first. 576 and then equal sign. Square root of 576 is 24. The answer is 24. Square root of 10.24 on square root of 10.24 and then equal sign. So square root of 10.24, square root of 10.24 is 3.2. So the answer is 3.2. Square root of 6.25. So on square root of 6.25. So square root of 6.25 is equal to 2.5. Square root of 72.25 on square root of 72.25. Two 0.25 is 8.5. Now look at this one. 6 squared plus 8 squared. You get two numbers inside. So when you do square root 6 squared plus 8 squared, here in scientific calculators, you get the correct answer. But when you are performing with the ordinary calculator, you have to put brackets. So my calculator in this one, you don't need brackets. But certain calculators, you have to put brackets here, showing that these two numbers inside the square root sign. So we'll do that with brackets on and then square root button and open a bracket. 6 squared plus 8 squared and close brackets and then equal sign. So make sure that you put brackets when there are several numbers inside the square root sign. So I get 6 squared and 8 squared square root is 10. The answer is 10. Understand how you use the brackets. Find this one. So you switch on the calculator and square root sign first and then open a bracket. 7 squared plus 24 squared. And then close brackets and equal sign. So you get square root 7 squared plus 24 squared inside brackets. Answer is 25. Look at this one now, subtraction, but still you have to use brackets. So switch on the calculator and then square root and open brackets 10 squared minus 8 squared and close brackets and then equal sign. We'll do this calculation as well. Switch on and here square root sign, then open a bracket, 40.12 plus 0.84, close brackets and equal sign. This one you asked to find y value. So on button and then square root and open a bracket. 3 squared plus 4 squared plus 75 and then close brackets and equal sign. Now we'll see what are the values. 10 squared, so square root 10 squared minus 8 squared. Answer is 6. This one, square root of 40.12 and 0.84. 6.4. This one, square root of 3 squared, 4 squared and 75. Answer is 10. So y is 10. Look at this question. A businessman sold a watch with 20% profit which was purchased at 4,800 rupees. Find the price that he sold. So to get 20% discount, if you buy for 100, you have to sell it for 120 rupees. So you have to take 4,800 multiplied by 120%. So switch on the calculator. 4,800 multiplied by 120 and then percent sign means shift and percentage sign. So what's the answer? 4,800 into 120 percent sign. 5,760. 5,760 rupees. So he has to sell it for 5,760 rupees to get 20% profit. Use scientific calculator to get these answers. So you don't need to show the keys. 2.35 multiplied by 1.27. You get 2.9845. Next one, 31.4 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 2. Answer is 502.4. 522.81 divide by 9. 58.09. The next one, 40.96 divide by 16. 2.56. 28.77 divide by 70. 0.411. So some more questions to get square terms and division, multiplication and division. So we'll do the first one, 2.37 squared. So x squared button, 2.37 x squared button, you get 5.6169. This one, put brackets. Brackets 0.8 plus 7.3, close brackets and square it. 65.61. This one, 2500 multiplied by 12, or here 12% is okay. 12 divided by 100 is 12%. So 2500 into 12 and percentage sign with shift, you get the answer 300. This one, put brackets. Here you don't need brackets here because this is 2 squared only, not both are squared. So 3 plus 2 squared, you get 7. This one, 51.7 multiplied by 23.7 divide by 112.8. Answer is 10.8625. Now we'll look at example 1 in your textbook. The order in which the keys need to be pressed to obtain the value 27 plus 35 is following. So what are the keys? Switch on 27 plus 35 and then press the equal sign. So what's the answer? 27 plus 35, 62. This one, in order to in which the keys need to be pressed to obtain the value of 208 minus 159. So switch on the calculator. 208 minus 159. 208 minus 159. 49 is the answer. Example number 3. The order in which the keys need to be pressed to obtain the value 5.25 into 35.4. So switch on the calculator. Then 5.25. 5.25 multiplied by 35.4 equals 5.25 multiplied by 35.4. 185.85. Example number 4. What are the keys to do 5.5 to divide by 6? Switch on the calculator. 5.52. 5.52 divide by 6. 5.52 divide by 6. 0.92. 0.92. Example number 5. Write the order in which the keys need to be pressed to do following simplifications. 53 plus 42 minus 25. Switch on the calculator. 53 plus 42 and then minus 25. We'll do this also on 35 multiplied by 45 divide by 21. 53 plus 42 minus 25, that's 70. This one, 35 times 45 divide by 21. You get 75. Exercise 11.1. Simplify each of the following using a calculator. Indicate the order in which the keys need to be pressed to obtain the correct answer. So switch on the calculator. 45 plus 205. This one, switch on the calculator. 350 minus 74. Now use the calculator. 45 plus 205, you get 250. This one, 350 minus 74, you get 276. 824, switch on the calculator. 824 multiplied by 95. Here, switch on the calculator. 3780 divide by 3.35 and then equal sign. This one, switch on the calculator. 3.52 add 27.7. What are the answers? 824 multiplied by 95. 78,280. 78,280. This one, 3,780 divide by 35. 108. 3.52 plus 27.7. Answer is 31.22. This one, 43.5 minus 1.45. So switch on the calculator. 43.5 minus 1.45 and then press equal sign. This one, switch on the calculator. 7.35 multiplied by 6.2. This one, switch on the calculator. 134.784 divide by 31.2. We'll do the calculations now. 43.5 minus 1.45. 42.05. This one, 7.35 multiplied by 6.2. 45.57. This one, 134.784 divide by 31.2. 4.32. Do these calculations. Switch on the button. 12.5 divide by 50 multiplied by 4.63. Here, this one, you get 15.84 minus 6.75 multiplied by 3.52 equals 12.5 divide by 50, multiply by 4.63. Answer is 1.1575. This one, 15.84 minus 6.75 multiplied by 3.52. You get a negative answer here, negative 7.92. This one, on 120.82. Divide by 0.0021 multiplied by 5 and then equal sign. This one, 0.006 divide by 0.33 multiplied by 0.12 equal sign. 120.82 divide by 0.0021 multiplied by 5. 287,666.6. This is recurring 6. So 287,666.666, like that. It's recurring. This one, 0.006 divide by 0.33 multiplied by 0.12. So what's the answer? So you get 10 to the power minus 3 as well. So 10 to the power minus 3 means 3 decimal places to the left. So 2.1818 into 10 to the power minus 3. So 3 places to the left. So what's the final answer? You get 0.0021818. This is recurring. Seems like this is recurring number. So you can write 18 and we can put 2 dots there because 18 is recurring. So what's the answer? 1, 2, 3, 0.00218 recurring. The percentage key is used to calculate percentages. Both the symbol equals and percentage appear on the same key in most calculators. To activate the percentage key, press shift key and the equal sign. The keys need to be pressed in the following way. 25% of 480. So what's 25%? 480. So switch on the calculator. 25 multiplied by 480 and then press shift with equal sign to get the answer. 25 times 480 and the percentage sign. 120 is the answer. Example number 2. Let us express 2/8. 2 over 8, how can you write? So 2 over 8 multiplied by 100%. So you can write 2 divide by 8 and then percentage sign. Shift with equal. And here you need to press sometimes equal twice. That's why it mentioned in the textbook. This is equal sign again. Certain calculators, not all calculators, you have to press equal sign twice. So what's the value? 25. This one, 2 over 8. 2 divided by 8. And then percentage sign. 25. So what's the answer? Answer is 25%. Example number 3. What's the calculation? 35% of 2,500. 35 multiplied by 2,500 and the percentage sign. Shift with equal sign. So what's the value? 35 into 2,500. 875. Example number 4. The population of a certain village is 550. Of this number, 66 are school children. To find out what percentage of the population are school children, the keys of the calculator need to be pressed. So 66 out of 550 as a percentage. So you have to do this calculation. So switch on the calculator. 66 divide by 550 and then the percentage sign. So this is 100 and percentage is the percentage sign we are using. So shift with this. What's the calculation? 66 divided by 550. 12. So this is 12%. Exercise 11.2. Simplify each of the following using a calculator. Indicate the order in which the keys of the calculator need to be pressed to get the correct answer. So 350. First switch on. 350 into 3 and then percentage sign. Shift with equal percentage sign. So I'll write this one, percentage equal, and sometimes we need to press equal sign as well. Here, so first switch on. 7,520 into 60% means shift with equal sign, percentage with equal, you get the answer. This one, switch on the calculator. 75.3 multiplied by 5%. Percent is shift with percentage equal sign. Equal. Now we'll do the calculations. 350 multiplied by 3%. Answer is 10.5. $7,520. 7,520 into 60%. 4,512. This one, 75.3 into 5%. 3.765. Using a calculator, express the fractions as a percentage. So you need to multiply by 100%. So switch on the calculator. 1 divided by 5 and the percentage sign. Shift with equals. This one, switch on the calculator. 12 divided by 25. shift and the percentage sign. 7 over 20. Switch on the calculator. 7 divided by 20 and the percentage sign. Shift with percentage sign. 1 divided by 5. As a percentage, that's 20. 12 over 25. As a percentage, that's 48. 7 over 20 as a percentage, that's 35. Use a calculator to find the solution to each of the following problems. A chair which was produced at a cost of 450 rupees was sold at a profit of 22%. What was the profit? So profit is 22% of 450. So how you do the calculations? On 22 multiplied by 450 and the percentage sign. Shift with percentage sign. 22 times 450. As a percentage, you get 99. So in this one, so the profit is equal to 99 rupees. Of the 750 pupils in a certain school, 20% travel to school by bus. How many pupils travel to school by bus? So that means 20% of 750. Of means multiplication. So switch on the calculator. 20 into 750 and then take the percentage button. 20 into 750 as a percentage, you get 150. So this one, so how many pupils go by bus? Pupils, number of pupils. Pupils is 150. Question number 5. Nimal's monthly salary is 35,000 rupees. Of this amount, he deposits 7,000 in a saving account. What percentage of his salary does he save? So that means 7,000 out of 35,000 rupees as a percentage. So you have to take the percentage sign. So switch on the calculator. 7,000 divide by 3,500, 35,000 and the percentage sign. Shift with equal sign. So 7,000 divide by 35,000 as a percentage, that's 20. So 20% he is saving. Saving is equal to 20% of the money. Question number 6. Of the 650 students in a certain school, 143 learn music. Express the number of students who learn music as a percentage. So number of students, so that means 143 out of 650 as a percentage. So switch on the calculator. 143 divide by 650. As a percentage, you have to press shift with the equal sign. 143 divided by 650 as a percentage, that's 22. So 22 students learn. So this is as a percentage. 22% students study music. Question number 7. It was stated that the amount of unfilled grain in a stock of paddy is less than 2%, where there were 6 kilos of unfilled grain in 350 kilos of that stock. Was the statement that was made true? So we'll find out 6 out of 350 as a percentage and see whether it's less than 2. Switch on the calculator. 6 divided by 350 as a percentage. Six divided by 350 as a percentage, you get 1.71428, something like that. So this answer is less than 2%. So what can you say? So the statement is correct. You can say statement is correct. Example number 1. You can find square of a number using x squared button. How you use the calculator for 3 squared? So on, and you can press 3 and then x squared button. So what's the value? 3 x squared button, you get 9. This one 4.1 squared. So AC or switch on, both are okay. So here, so 4.1 squared and equals to 4.1 squared is equal to 16.81. Example number 3, 5 squared and 12 squared. So 5 squared, 5 with x squared, and then multiplied by 12 with x squared. So what's the calculation? 5 squared into 12 squared, and the answer is 3,600. Example number 4. The order in which the keys need to be pressed to find the area of a square of side length 6 cm is following. So square of 6. So how you get that using the calculator? 6 and the square button. So 6 squared is 36. So the area of the square is 36 square centimeters. Exercise 11.3. Find the value of each of the following powers using a scientific calculator. Indicate the order in which the keys of the calculator need to be pressed to obtain the correct answer. So 2 squared on 2 with x squared button. 8 squared on with 8 squared, and then equals 127 squared on 127 x squared equals 2 squared 4, 8 squared 64, 127 squared 16,129. 3,532 squared. So switch on the calculator. AC on okay. 3532 and the square button. 3.5 squared on 3.5 squared. This one, switch on the calculator. 6.03 squared. We'll do the calculations. 3532 squared. 3532 squared. You get a big number. 12475,024. What's that number? 12,475,024. 3.5 squared. 12.25. 6.03 squared. 36.3609. Find the value of each of the following using a scientific calculator. Indicate the order in which the keys of the calculator need to be pressed to obtain the correct answer. So same thing, you have to first switch on the calculator. 3 times 5 squared. This one, switch on. 3 squared multiplied by 4 squared equal sign. 3 into 5 squared. 75. This one, 3 squared times 4 squared, 144. 3.5 squared. Here you don't need to put brackets because this is 3.5 is one number. Switch on 3.5 and square. This one, switch on the calculator. 4 squared plus 3 squared and equals 3.5 squared. You get 12.25. 4 squared plus 3 squared. You get 25. This one is 10 squared minus 6 squared. So switch on the calculator. 10 squared minus 6 squared. This one 10 squared minus. So switch on 10 squared first, then minus 3 squared multiplied by 5. So 10 squared minus 6 squared is 64. 10 squared minus 3 squared into 5. 55. Example, square root of 25. Now you need to know how to get the square root. So switch on the calculator, then square root button, and 25 equals. So what's the square root of 25? We already know. Square root of 25 is 5. Next one, square root of 44,521. So square root of 44521. What's the square root of 44521? 211. This one, square root of 5.29. So square root of 5.29. So square root of 5.29 is equal to 2.3. Exercise 11.4. Find the square root of each of the following numbers using a scientific calculator. Indicate the order in which the keys of the calculator need to be pressed. So square root of 64. Switch on and square root of 64. Here square root of 81. So what is square root of 64? You know already. That's 8. Square root of 81. You are getting 9. Square root of 2704. Switch on. Square root of 2704. This one. Switch on the calculator. Square root of 3356. Square root of 2704. 52. Square root of 3356 is, you get a decimal answer, 57.9309. If you are writing the whole thing, you get 8 decimal places. 93099 something. So you don't need to write all the digits. Square root of 3500 on square root of 3500. This one, square root of 362404. So square root of 3500 is 59.160797. Square root of 362404 is 602. Question number 2. Find the value of each of the following using a scientific calculator. Indicate the order in which the keys of the calculator need to be pressed to obtain the correct answer. So square root of 49 on square root of 49. This one, switch on the calculator, square root of 121. So square root of 49, you already know that's 7. So square root of 121 is already know that's 11. So you can check it using the calculator. 625 is square root is 25. So we'll do that on square root of 625 is. So square root of 625 is 25. This one, square root of 20.25. You get 4.5. So how you do that? Square root of 20.25 equals 4.5. Square root of 5.76. Square root of 5.76. This one, switch on, square root of 0.1225. Square root of 25 here. You don't need sometimes 0. So here you can write 0.1225 equals square root of 5.76, 2.4. Square root of 0.1225, 0.35. Miscellaneous exercise. Simplify using a scientific calculator. Indicate all the keys to be pressed. So this one. So you don't need an order. You can just type it. Switch on the calculator. 5 plus 6 divide by 2 plus 4 times 5. Here, switch on the calculator. 6225 plus 37 multiplied by 0.25. So 6225 37 into 0.25, and here you need only equal sign. This is an extra one. So what's the answer? Answer is we'll do the calculations for the first one. 5 plus 6 divide by 2 plus 4 into 5, 28. If you are not using the calculator according to Bodmer's, 6 divided by 2, 3. 4 times 5, 20. Then you can add 20 plus 5, 25. 25 plus 3, 28. 6225 plus 37 into 0.25. So what's the answer? So you get 6234.25. So you get 6234.25. This one, switch on the calculator. 42.48 divide by 5.31. This one, switch on. 428 plus 627 multiplied by 5. Now percentage sign. Percentage sign you have to use shift, and the percentage sign, how you get equal sign. First one, 42.48 divide by 5.31. 8 is the answer. This one, 428 plus 627 into 5%. Answer is 459.35. This one, switch on the calculator. 5.3 squared. Then divide by 6.01. This one, switch on the calculator. 7 divide by 130. Then you can do multiply by 2%. Percent is shift with equal sign, and then you get the answer. When you press equal sign, you get the answer. Then plus 560 and get the final answer. 5.3 squared divide by 6.01. Answer is 4.6738.7. Here this one, 7 divided by 130 multiplied by 2%. Get the answer and plus 560. So I get 560.001. Now check it again. 7 divided by 130 and 2%. You get very small number. That's 0.00107, and then add 560. 560.001. Of the 35 seeds that someone planted, 21 germinated. Using a scientific calculator, find what percentage of the seeds that were planted germinated. So 21 out of 35 germinated. So convert to a percentage. You have to press the percentage sign. So switch on the calculator. 21 divided by 35 and the percentage sign. (21 divided by 35) as a percentage, that's 60% plants were germinated. Question number 3. Nimal received a salary increment of 12%. In his salary before the increment was 45,200. How much was his salary after the increment? So this is, increment is 12%. So if it's 100, you get 112 with the 12% increment. So you have to do 45,000 is the previous, 45,200 is the previous salary into 112%. So 112% is this. So we'll do the calculations. 45200 into 112 and shift with the percentage sign. 45,200 into 112 as a percentage, you get 50,624. So the new salary with the increment is 50,624 rupees. Find the value of A. A is 1.33 square. So square button. 1.33 square button. 1.33 square button is 1.7689. Fifth one. So inside, so you have to put brackets because there's an expression inside square root sign. So switch on the calculator and square root buttons, and then open a bracket. 18.49 minus 2 and close brackets and get the answer. Square root 18.49 minus 2. So you get 4.060788. So we complete all exercises and example in this lesson. So make sure that you practice how to use the scientific calculator.